I had to make sure I had to stat pad today or else dangerous AI would cook me again. I blocked dangerous AI on Instagram because I can't take a joke.
The Chicago Sky didn't just lose. They evaporated under the pressure, melted like a cheap candle under a studio light. There are bad games, there are ugly games, and then there's whatever that was. It wasn't basketball, it was comedy disguised as competition. Full-blown spectacle of turnovers, fouls, and flops that left fans cringing and commentators gasping for words. The heart of it all stood Angel Reese, a player who's been hyped, hailed, and hoisted onto the pedestal of stardom. And yet, on this night, she didn't just underperform. She collapsed. 9 turnovers. Let that settle in. 9. That's not a bad stat line. That's a catastrophe. That's a performance so disastrous it borders on performance art. Reese wasn't just turning the ball over, she was distributing it like party favors. Here you take it. You too. Everybody gets a ball. It was the Oprah Winfrey of giveaways, except nobody in her uniform was laughing. This wasn't the kind of history you etch into stone. This was the kind you erase and hope no one saved thee. Footage fans have seen bad games, but this was something different. A different flavor of disaster. Because when Angel Reese fumbled, the Chicago Sky imploded right behind her. The Studbuds, led by Courtney Williams and Nafessa Collier, didn't just show up. They set the arena on fire. They weren't playing basketball. They were hosting a roast. Every possession felt like a punchline, and Reese was the setup. Sky weren't just outplayed, they were dismantled. And the footage? It's a blooper reel waiting to go viral. You can't make this stuff up. Reese was 1 turnover away from a triple-double, not in points, rebounds, and assists, but in points, rebounds, and giveaways. If that doesn't sum up the confusion around her play style, nothing will. She wasn't just off, she was operating on a completely different frequency, as if she were conducting an experiment in what not to do on a basketball court. At times, it felt like she was being actively sabotaged. No, this was all her. Every bad pass, every mishandled dribble, every offensive Didenchi, authored it all. And yet, Chicago Sky let her run the offense like she was Nikola Jokic. The whole point-forward act has become a tragic sitcom. The kind where the laugh track cuts out and all that's left is awkward silence. They gave her the ball and watched the offense descend into a surreal form of chaos. She wasn't initiating plays. She was initiating turnovers. They had her at the top of the key, gesturing like a traffic cop at a broken intersection while her teammates darted around, trying to avoid the inevitable wreck. This wasn't new. We've seen this movie before, Reese. Chasing stats in garbage time, crashing the boards when the outcome has long been sealed. It's like she's auditioning for highlight reels that never air. The flailing drives, the awkward footwork, the over-dramatized reactions, it's all part of the show. In the latest episode, a new low. During one particularly absurd sequence, she hip-tossed a defender like it was WrestleMania, screamed in her face, and flipped the double bird. This is professional basketball, not backyard brawling. And Reese wasn't even trying to hide it. It's like she wanted to become the meme. Legacy of viral moments wrapped in controversy and sprinkled with turnovers. The Sky coaching staff. They're complicit. At this point, it feels like a deliberate art installation. Watch how we misuse our most hyped player. Observe as we treat unearned clout like elite talent. There is no basketball IQ behind these rotations, just a stubborn refusal to acknowledge the truth. Angel Reese isn't just struggling. She's dragging her team down like an anchor tied to a balloon. Every play seems to revolve around her, and not in a good way. The lane clogs the moment she sets foot in it. Teammates stop cutting. Spacing collapses. The entire rhythm evaporates. And the pick-hand roll, more like pick-hand pray. Because once the ball is in her hands, it might not come back. Or worse, it might go sailing into the bleachers like a souvenir for some unlucky fan. This isn't hate. This is reality. Basketball is a results-driven sport, and Angel Reese is delivering bloopers instead of buckets. The league wants to crown her the future, but the product on the court tells a different story. And every time she steps into a leadership role, she proves she's not ready for it. Screaming at teammates, disrespecting coaches, acting like she's carrying the team when she's actually holding it back. You can only call it passion for so long before it starts looking like petulance. Angel Reese is one technical foul away from suspension. One more outburst and she's on the bench by default. And for all the talk about her edge, her grit, her fire it, all combusts when you realize it's masking a lack of fundamentals. Basketball isn't just about energy, it's about precision. And Reese brings chaos. There are rookies finding their way, learning on the fly, and improving with every game. Then there's Angel Reese, stubbornly clinging to her role like it's a birthright. Stat padding with rebounds that fall into her, arms after her own missed shots. Points that come from being force-fed the ball like a failed science experiment. Everything looks forced, nothing flows. Opposing teams know the script. Let her have it, bait her into driving. She barrel in like a runaway train. Then launch an off-balance shot into the ether, or toss a jump pass to no one in particular. There's no fear when she has the ball, only anticipation, a gleeful, strategic patience. Because sooner or later, she'll give it up. Literally, and the reactions from the sidelines. Even her own teammates seem unsure whether to space the floor or clear the area like she's got a ticking bomb. Her presence on the court isn't inspiration, it's anxiety. A running gag that's gone on far too long. Social media might prop her up, highlight edits might make her look like a juggernaut. But the film doesn't lie. She plays with the confidence of a Hall of Famer and the execution of a beginner. Every mistake is louder, every foul more dramatic, every celebration more misplaced. Flexing after a free throw down 20 points. That's not swag, it's self-parody. And yet the narrative machine churns on, the face of the league, the future of the sport. But if Angel Reese is the future, then fans might want to live in the past. Her basketball is a contradiction. All hype, no harmony. All presence, no production. All motion, no meaning. The box score might say 14-12, but look closer. Watch the game. 9 turnovers. Missed rotations. Mental lapse. Screaming at teammates while standing in the wrong spot. It doesn't add up. It never did. Because dominance isn't about numbers, it's about impact. And Angel Reese, for all her flash and fame, is leaving nothing behind but confusion and broken plays. So while the league tries to sell her as the next big thing, fans who actually watch are asking harder questions. How long can a team sacrifice? Chemistry for clout. How many turnovers before development becomes damage? And when will the spotlight move from promotion to accountability? Because this was more than a loss. It was a wake-up call. A reminder that basketball isn't just theater, it's craft. And Angel Reese, for all the noise around her, has yet to master it. The applause is growing quieter, the memes louder. Unless something changes fast, the legacy she's building might be the punchline to a joke no one wants to keep telling.